Hey guy, welcome back to the internet. As always, I am coming to you live from the inside of a giant whale. It's time to get serious. That's why I put glasses on, that's what they indicate. Millions of people have their lives ruined each and every year from some form of addiction, whether it's drugs, porn, food, even things that aren't fun, people somehow find a way to get addicted to. It's a very relatable concept, which must be why TLC has two different shows whose names are synonyms of each other. What? Why are people talking about this every day? This show is just this show post-thesaurus, but I'm supposed to believe they're different. They're just on the same channel. Yeah, okay. But that's TLC for you, isn't it? The self-proclaimed learning channel where the only thing you really learn is how much better your life is than almost everybody else's. Sure, things get tough sometimes. I'm not always happy. But then TLC is there to remind me, hey, at least I don't have 46 children, and I'm not marrying someone I met 3 days ago, and I don't live inside of a cake. Guess life's not that bad. But TLC is. Now, I do want to say before we get into this, I understand that this is a very easy video topic. These shows are made to be ridiculous. It's not even really an observation for me to say, hey, that addiction's kind of strange, or there's something freaky about that eater. That's the point of the show. That's why they make them. That's why people watch them. I get it. But you know what? A wise man once said to myself that sometimes the lowest hanging fruit is the most enjoyable to eat. Also, I couldn't reach any of the other ones, so I just grabbed this old lemon because it was already on the ground. So with that being said, today I want to show you guys a few of my favorite clips from a TLC show called Freaky Eaters, which is another My Strange Addiction clone, but specifically about people who are addicted to weird foods. Like this guy's addicted to maple syrup, this girl's addicted to Coca-Cola, this guy eats raw meat, this guy eats raw meat.
It was just a relaxing moment. One of those quiet things where you do it on your own and you're like, wow, this was nice.
Hey, I got an idea. Don't do that. But again, I'm not here to just point out that that's a weird thing to eat. That's the point of the show. Obviously, it's weird to eat raw meat. What I do want to talk about is some of the interesting production choices that went into making these shows, because there's a lot of hilarious details in here. My absolute favorite episode of Freaky Eaters is this one where this lady is addicted to ice cream bars. She eats like 40 a day.
Since my divorce, I have been using ice cream bars as a crutch. Weight started coming back on, and that just deflated my self-esteem.
It's kind of interesting to notice like the psychological things that cause these addictions to happen. Like in this woman's case, she went through a divorce. Her sons moved away. She was all alone. She discovered ice cream bars, and it kind of filled that emotional void in her life. So I actually feel pretty bad for her. She's not like your standard strange addiction freak show where it's like, I like to chew on rocks all day because they make my teeth hurt and I like that. Even though I would also like to see an episode about that guy, because I'm kind of curious about the rock thing. Now, I think the most scripted part of these shows, if they're not entirely scripted, I like to believe that they're not, only some elements of them are. But my favorite part is the initial meeting between the subject of the episode and the hosts of the show.
They catch up with Kimberly as she stocks up on a few days of ice cream bars.
Kimberly.
Yeah?
Hi there. I'm Dr. Mike Dell. Nice to meet you. We're
Like they have to do this very staged thing where she's buying the thing she's addicted to in the store, and then they come barreling down the aisle and she's so caught off guard. Just getting 14 boxes of ice cream, as I often do. Nothing to see here. Certainly no one's about to sneak up behind me or anything like that. Yo, lady! We heard you like frozen treats. I didn't expect this. And we just want to talk.
Do you know why
Am I
you sent us?
busted?
Is there something we need to be busting you for?
So the hosts of this show are these two goofballs, one of whom has the funniest name I've ever heard in my life.
JJ Virgin.
Okay.
So while still standing in the middle of the frozen food aisle, Kimberly starts telling this very emotional story of how she got this addiction, which I imagine must have made it very difficult for any other shoppers in the store.
I cut loose the husband in my life, and instead of feeling liberated, I just kind of like went into this
I'm sorry, I just need to grab some.
tailspin.
Just need to grab some popsicles from
I
my
went
son.
through kind of a meltdown.
Now, where this show truly goes from good to great is during the shock therapy sessions, which are completely unnecessary. You see, within the first couple minutes of the episode, Kimberly has admitted that she would do anything
At this point, I'm willing to do anything.
to shake this habit and get on with her life. So you'd think they've already convinced her that this is what she should do, and from now it's just about getting healthier choices out there, right? No. That's not enough for Mike and JJ. They have to drive an ice cream truck out
There is something we wanted to show you.
with a picture of her in a giant block of ice.
That's you.
Just in case you forgot, the theme of the episode is being frozen.
Kimberly smashing that ice is symbolic of this journey. She's gonna have to smash through things that she has never dealt with in her life.
You're right, I think she's ready to conquer this addiction head on. So let's get, oh, there's more?
We've taken your ice cream bar sticks and laid them one after the next, and we are gonna walk that trail.
Okay.
So they go to the park and walk almost a mile of popsicle sticks that the crew had to put down and then pick back up, which I find hilarious. But this is all to get her to realize the magnitude of her issue, which she already has, but they're doing it anyway. But that's not all. The trail of popsicle sticks led to this giant pile of boxes. I thought for a second when they revealed the boxes and they showed that it's in the shape of a giant chair that they were gonna make her go sit on it. Go, sit on your throne as the rightful ice cream queen. But they didn't do that, so I was a little disappointed.
It made me realize that I couldn't justify ice cream bars anymore.
Wow, guys, that's a lot of ice cream. Now, I'm definitely gonna
We have one more surprise for you, Kimberly.
But
Your son Drew wanted to be here.
Oh, it's her son, Drew. No relation. I actually don't know that guy. But he comes out from the pile of ice cream boxes to give her a hug. I like to imagine that he was sitting behind those boxes waiting for his mom to come for like an hour while they filmed the rest.
After the shock therapy, Kimberly is very ready for the next step.
Oh good, I'm glad to hear the shock therapy's over and they're not going to be sending any more messages to her via over-the-top visual examples. Wait, then what the fuck is this?
Uh-oh, it doesn't fit.
I think she gets it. I think she's ready to move on. You can see it in her face like, okay guys, I get it. You can stop doing this now. That's what I'm saying. I love this part of the show. Hey, thanks so much for coming out here. I really appreciate it. I know my addiction is out of control, but I'm ready to do something about it. You know, it's just ever since my divorce, I've just been so lonely. And we put a bunch of popsicle sticks on the ground. I'm sorry? Popsicle sticks on the ground. Oh, no, I know, that's way too much, and I need to— That's how many sticks you eat. Well, I don't eat the sticks. Yep, we also put a bunch of ice cream on your table. Wait, what the hell? That's what ice cream looks like. Well, yeah, I know that. Do I have to clean this up? Yeah, you probably should. It's kind of getting all over the place. Like, there's another one where they make this guy dump out a whole bunch of maple syrup.
Daniel's angry because this is his jug of choice and he wants it.
Daniel got progressively madder and madder during the whole process.
We pissed Daniel the hell off. And we kind of liked it.
You look pissed.
And what did you learn today, Daniel?
When you pour that into your body, it's like treating your body like a trash can.
Well, I don't see it that way.
You see, Daniel, by doing this, now you understand that maple syrup belongs in the trash. But I didn't want to put it in the trash. But you did. Yeah, because you told me to.
You look pissed.
Joke's on you guys, though. As soon as those cameras are off, I'm coming back and slurping up that whole garbage can. Meanwhile, Kimberly's doing a lot better now. She's gone 4 whole days without an ice cream bar, which is great progress. I'm really happy for her. But then they decide that that's not enough. They need to also change her face.
You've been working on the inside, so we're gonna turn it over to her to do a little on the outside so it all fits.
Yes.
Now that she's not a hideous monster anymore, they reveal her to her family and friends, and for some reason they edited this soundbite in twice.
I like the hair.
I don't know.
Kimberly was having a great time at the reception, but we had one more challenge for her.
Oh, you thought the trials were over? You thought she was just enjoying a celebratory party with her friends and family? Hell no, this is all part of it.
We brought ice cream out in the middle of the reception, and then they came up and tried to serve Kimberly.
Ice cream?
No, thank you, sorry, but that's just not looking very good to me right now.
Oh my god,
Very good to me right now.
it's so funny to so politely and awkwardly reject something that you could have just said no thanks to. Would you folks care to see a dessert menu? No thank you, I'm sorry. Okay, it's fine. That's just not looking very good to me right now. It's not a big deal, I don't know. I'm sorry.
I think you just passed the real world test.
Was that the real test?
That was the real world test.
I don't know if I would count this as an example of a real world test. There's almost nothing real about the world that they're in right now. She's at this party thrown for her where they're all celebrating her ice cream sobriety and they offer her ice cream in front of cameras and she says no thanks. Who in their right mind would possibly say yes? That would be hilarious, though. Can you imagine how the mood would shift in the room if she was like, oh my god, yes, give me that fucking ice cream. The room goes silent. She has like ice cream all over her face. Everyone's just staring at her. Why aren't y'all dancing?
We have another surprise.
We had something shipped in for you. You ready? Hi.
Hi.
I feel more satisfied right now than if I would have eaten 3 ice cream bars.
I like how she's so specific about the number. Like, she thought about it for a second. This moment was incredible. I feel better right now than if I had had 2, 3, 4? No, 4 does sound pretty good. 3 ice cream bars. And there's nothing better on God's green earth than 4 ice cream bars. You know what, though? I'm very proud of her. She showed a lot of growth. I think it's very relatable to have some sort of psychological trauma that causes you to overeat or to have some kind of crazy addiction to cope with the fact that you're going through this other thing. That's awesome. I feel really good for her. Not all the show is like that. Like, that guy who ate maple syrup was just an asshole the whole time.
I'm gonna eat a lot of maple syrup.
He was so resistant to change. This woman went into it knowing that her life was on the line. This guy's like, fuck you, I like maple syrup, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Ever had a day in your life without maple syrup?
This girl apparently only eats French fries and therefore has absolute meltdowns when faced with eating anything else. Like, watching her there, you probably thought she went through some really traumatic experience. She ate 1 carrot. Now, most of those clips are pretty old. They're all from like 2011. So let's check in on some newer episodes. Looks like this girl's addicted to burnt sausage. Should be interesting.
19-year-old Nat Holland lives in Manchester with her mom. But she's about to leave home for the first time and move in with her boyfriend.
Why is the music so loud? I can't even hear what she's saying because the music's so loud. Well, I think I've seen enough of this to say that Freaky Eaters is the best show on television. It's a shame that the show only ran for 2 seasons because I'd love to see more, but there's just no more episodes. So I made my own. 39-year-old Martin Hemingway lives in Buffalo, Indiana, by himself without any friends or family. On the surface, he may seem just like any other lonely idiot, but there's something much deeper going on here.
I like to drink mouthwash.
I usually have 20, maybe 25 bottles a day.
Look, I'm sorry guys, but I don't see the problem with this. It tastes good and my breath smells amazing. What we need to do is try to convince Martin to stop drinking mouthwash because his life is on the line.
Oh man.
Put that down. What the heck? I definitely wasn't expecting this to happen.
Sorry, can I do that again? I don't think that was very believable.
Sure. What the heck? What the heck? I definitely wasn't expecting this. Martin seems caught off guard. It's time to tell him why we're here. Looks like you're enjoying a little afternoon snack there, huh? This? You want some? I certainly don't. Martin, you've got to stop drinking mouthwash. It's not good for you. Okay, now I'm mad. Who does this guy think he is? Well, I like it, and I'm gonna keep doing it. And there's nothing you could say to or show me that could possibly convince me otherwise. We thought you might say that, which is why we brought you something. Martin, this right here is 2 bottles of mouthwash. This is the amount of mouthwash you drink after having 1 bottle of mouthwash twice. I was shocked when I saw those 2 bottles of mouthwash. Seeing them side by side like that made me realize just how much mouthwash I'm actually drinking. And I know it's time to stop. Well, PJ, you make some good points. Clearly, mouthwash is a danger to my body, and I shouldn't be ingesting it in such large quantities. I will no longer be drinking mouthwash. We had a feeling you might resist, which is why we brought in your son to tell you how worried he is about you. Daddy, please stop drinking mouthwash. That's not my son. Wait, what? That's just some fucking kid. What the hell, kid? You said this was your dad. I wanted to be on TV. My son is older than me. He's not some little boy. I'm sorry, you said he's older than you? My son was born with a rare disease that causes him to age rapidly. And you know what? Today's actually his birthday. And so is tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that. And I imagine that must be really difficult to deal with all on your own. Yeah, maybe that's why I started drinking mouthwash. Okay, maybe I just wanted to make myself feel the pain that my son feels every single day. Well, I, for one, respect. Why the fuck are you still here? I thought we were all hanging out. You're not my son.
Yeah, you should probably leave.
Fine.
By the way, I think that guy's dead.
Oh, shit. And now a word from our sponsor. Hi, I'm standing up. We've had a lot of fun today talking about foods that you shouldn't eat. So now I want to talk about foods that you should. That's right, it's HelloFresh. As a lot of you might know, Amanda and I have been using HelloFresh for almost 2 years now, long before they started sponsoring me. We love how convenient and simple it is. Everything is delivered to you, everything is pre-portioned, which is great because I can't tell you how many times I've bought a whole thing of veggie stock when I just needed a little bit, or a whole bunch of garlic when I needed like 3 cloves. HelloFresh has helped us cut down substantially on our food waste. It's honestly also kind of fun to pick the meals you're gonna get every week. You just open up the app and scroll through their options. They have like 17 to choose from each week. There's so much variety. And it's flexible too. Are you gonna be out of town one week? That's fine. Just skip it. You don't have to pay for meals if you're not gonna be home to eat them. You can also try one of their gourmet meals if you're feeling fancy or if there's a special occasion. Amanda and I just tried their crab cakes recently and oh my God, they were so good. HelloFresh starts at just $6.99 per serving, making it America's best value meal kit. I love it. I wholeheartedly endorse them. And if you wanna get 8 free meals, that's $80 off your first month of HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com and use promo code I'm a little stinker 80.
Can you take that apron off?
Yeah.
It's that simple. Now, back to the chair. Well guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, as always, if you liked this video, to please email YouTube and let them know they need to integrate some sort of feedback system on their website. So if you liked a video, you could maybe click a button and let them know. That would be great if you could email them and ask for that. Thank you. In almost exactly 1 month, I will be touring with Danny Gonzalez and Curtis Connor. We are performing our live comedy show all across the nation. So if that's something you want to go to, tickets are still available at wearetwodifferentpeopletour.com. But anyway, thank you again for watching this video. Thank you HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. And thanks to a third thing for capping off this sentence. I gotta go Google how much Listerine residue you can drink before you die. So see you next time.